Hello and welcome back to the island of Barbados. Now, if Barbados is known for two things, one is beautiful beaches and the other is rum. Yes, that's because Barbados invented the stuff. Barbados invented rum. And the oldest continuously producing distillery on the island is Mount Gay. Today we are tasting the Mount Gay XO. Now, the Mount Gay XO, it's not new. It's been around since 1990, 1991, something like that. But it is something that I've actually been looking forward to trying for a while. And amazingly, even though I love rums, I've not had a chance to try this one yet. Even though I have tried all of the other rums in their range, including the hyper rare, hyper expensive Mount Gay 1703. Now, this is a batch blended rum. It's the XO classification they're using is, of course, the same as cognac, extra old. Now, they don't give us a specific age for this. It's a blended rum, but they say it's between 5 and 17 years old. The thing about rum is because of the tropical maturation, 17 years is actually an extremely long time. And as far as comparing that to the non-tropical maturation of somewhere like Scotland, that's probably equatable to something like 40 years for the amount of evaporation an angels share. It's triple cask, which means that it's been in 3 different casks. So it's in American whiskey, which is separate from bourbon. Bourbon is a separate classification. So it's American whiskey, bourbon, and cognac casks. All, I'm sure, giving a different and unique nuance to the flavor. But that's enough talking. Let's do some drinking. Now, I know you're all going to say, Simeon, what are you doing drinking out of that ugly looking beaker? It's because I'm in a hotel room and I can't be bothered to go all the way down to the bar to try and get a nicer looking glass because I'm more interested in the liquid than I am the vessel. Okay, so let's put a good slug of that in there. Wow. Well, on the nose, amazing. I'm getting Christmas pudding for sure. Really strong figs and plums. And the ubiquitous vanilla, which is obviously anything that goes into an oak cask is going to have a vanilla finish because it's the vanillin in the oak. It's unavoidable. But honestly, you could use this as an aftershave. It's beautiful. Okay, let's give it a try. That is genuinely one of the smoothest spirits that you can drink. Very reminiscent of a good cognac, I would say. It's got that beautiful warmth, but with minimal fire. Very different than drinking something like a whiskey, which is supposed to have fire, of course, but this is all about that delicate warmth. The length of the flavor is exceptional. The initial flavor is the vanilla and the sort of figs, but then afterwards I'm getting like nutmeg, cinnamon, like spice, basically spice in the mouth, and it's fresh. This is distilled in both column and pot stills. So the master distiller at Mount Gay is a lady called Trudiane Branca. Now, it's actually pretty standard for women to have the top positions as noses and blenders at Barbados rum distilleries. Apparently women do have a better nose and are therefore better at blending spirits in general. I have no idea what the science is behind that, but apparently it's a fact. And I must say she has done a tremendous job with this rum. Now, they actually recommend you drink this with a cube of ice, but I'm just not used to drinking my spirits with ice. I'm used to drinking them straight up because I'm normally a whiskey drinker. So that's why I'm drinking it like this, not because I'm trying to ignore their advice. I'm sure it's also delicious with ice. I don't feel it needs cutting with water in the way that something that was, you know, maybe if it was like a single barrel and it was cask strength, then I always feel they need that sort of cut of water. But this is, what ABV is this? They've gone for gold on brown writing, which is not the easiest to read, I'll be honest. Hang on. I've got old man at this point and take my glasses off. So it's 43% alcohol. So it is strong. It is strong, but it doesn't feel strong. I'll be honest with you, I absolutely love that. Now, for want of comparison, we should of course compare it. Let's put a bit more in there. We should of course, a bit more than that. We should of course compare it to what we usually see for sale in the UK, which is the Eclipse, which is the standard aged rum from Mount Gay. Now, price-wise, here in Barbados, this XO is 50 Barbados dollars a bottle for this small bottle, which is 35 cl, I think. Yeah, 35 cl. In US dollars, that's about 25 US dollars, and in pounds, it's about 20 pounds. In the UK, it's considerably more than that. It's almost in pounds what it is in dollars, to be honest. It's actually quite expensive to buy in the UK, the XO. The Mount Gay Eclipse, however, is extremely cheap here. This would be like, I think, like equates to about £5 in English money. And it's not particularly expensive in the UK either. I think maybe about 15, 20 pounds, something like that. But let's just compare the two. Now, I like Eclipse. I enjoy it and I buy it at home. But maybe this experience is going to ruin Eclipse for me. I don't know. The difference is profound on the nose. This feels like it's a schoolboy, and this feels like it's a boy who's just graduated university. This has wisdom. No, it's not even a boy. This is a gentleman who's been working and he's gained wisdom. Schoolboy, gentleman. And this is still nice, and I'm enjoying this, but there's a roughness. There's a piquancy on the palate that doesn't exist in the XO. I think of Mount Gay Eclipse as being quite a smooth rum, but in comparison to the XO, it's rougher than a badger's toilet paper. So I suppose the question is it any good? The XO, yes, it's truly excellent. Is it worth the money? In Barbados dollars, if you're buying it here, it's very, very much worth the money. In UK, it feels a bit overpriced when you see the price of it here, but it's one of the best rums you're going to buy. So what can I say? It's going to be worth it. So enjoy. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.